36 went 33 for the third consecutive week last weekend, and frankly, that sucks. I'm not here trying to win some and lose some, I'm trying to win them all, and 99 over a 3-week span isn't that. The good news is that I've learned a few lessons over that span, with the latest being that I'll never trust Pittsburgh Panthers again this season. Seriously, if you see me coming within a mile of picking the Panthers at any point before 2018, kick me in the face. I won't press charges, I'll send flowers. On to this week's picks. Games of the week. No. 2 Clemson Tigers 7.5 at number 12 Virginia Tech Hokies. Ever see a point spread and immediately think they nailed this one? Because that's what I think every time I look at the line for this game. There isn't any line in this game that I'm excited about, be it the spread or the point total. Alas, I must pick it anyway, because it's the biggest game of the week. So since I have to put my faith somewhere, I'm putting it with the Tigers. I'm not worried about how sluggish they looked for 3 quarters against Boston College Eagles last week, because I believe they were just looking ahead to this game. Also, while the Hokies are good and quite dangerous, they're still quarterbacked by a freshman, and I worry about an inexperienced QB playing in his first huge game against a defense this good. Plus, while they don't play every season, ever since Dabo Swinney took over at Clemson, the Tigers are 40 against the Hokies, winning by an average of 19 points per game. Clemson 27, Virginia Tech 17. Number 24 Mississippi State Bulldogs 9.5 at number 13 Auburn Tigers. I like this line better than Clemson Virginia Tech. I firmly believe that people put a little too much stock in Mississippi State's win over LSU Tigers, because I just don't think LSU is as good as some people want to believe. Still, even though the Bulldogs were exposed a bit against Georgia Bulldogs last week, I don't know what Auburn has done this season to warrant being such a heavy favorite here. Is it because Auburn scored 51 points against Missouri Tigers? That's good and everything, but Missouri State scored 43 against it, so I'm not sure we should be all that impressed. In other words, I think Auburn is getting the same kind of treatment Mississippi State got last week against Georgia. People are too impressed by what it did last week. Auburn 24, Mississippi State 17. Lock of the week. No. 15 Oklahoma State Cowboys 9.5 at Texas Tech Red Raiders. TCU Horned Frogs was able to put a cap on Oklahoma State's offense last week. Suffice to say, I don't believe Texas Tech's defense is capable of doing the same. Sure, the Red Raiders' defense performed well against Houston Cougars last week, but the Cougars only scored 19 points against Arizona Wildcats this season, and it's possible Houston's offense just isn't that good. We may have been too quick to crown Oklahoma State a playoff contender, but it's a lot better than Tech and will roll. Oklahoma State 45, Texas Tech 28. Underdog of the week. Baylor Bears 17 at Kansas State Wildcats. Did anybody watch Baylor against Oklahoma Sooners last week? The Bears racked up 523 yards of offense and 41 points against the Sooners. Yes, they're 0-4, but they haven't lost any game by more than 14 points. It's not like the Bears are getting crushed. If they can hang within 8 of Oklahoma, they can cover 17 points against a Kansas State team that lost to the same Vanderbilt Commodores team that Alabama Crimson Tide annihilated. Kansas State 31, Baylor 23. Over of the week. Memphis Tigers at UCF Knights over 69. I'm not sure just how good Memphis is this year. 1 week it's beating UCLA Bruins, the next it's struggling at home against Southern Illinois. Still, while the results vary, there has been one common theme in every Memphis game this season: points. Memphis' 3 games this season have featured an average of 78 points. UCF, meanwhile, has scored 99 points in its first 2 games. I expect all of the touchdowns in this game on Saturday. UCF 41, Memphis 37. Under of the week. Eastern Michigan Eagles at Kentucky Wildcats under 50. The last time Eastern Michigan played in a game that they overhit was November the 8th, 2016. That was 7 games ago, which means it's been 6 straight unders since, and I don't see that changing this week, when the Eagles have to play a Kentucky team allowing 18.5 points per game. Of course, this pick is null and void if Kentucky keeps playing that cover no-body defense it featured against Florida Gators last week. Something tells me they've gotten it cleaned up. Kentucky 30, Eastern Michigan 10 games of the week 11:53 lock of the week 10:22 underdog of the week 0-1 22 over of the week 10:22 under of the week 0-1 31 overall 33 14 10.